Hey guys, Chef Jojo here with ECO, bringing you another episode of Shift Drink. And this time we're going to have a little fun and we're going to talk about 20 pet peeves of mine that happen in the kitchen all the time, over a drink. Alright guys, I just want to start off with a couple of things. If you have time, please subscribe, hit the bell so you get a notification, and thanks for all your support so far in our Shift Drink series. And before we dive into this list, I want you to know, it's not in any particular order. So like if it's 15, it's not more important than 7. These are just 20 things that I wrote down that drive me crazy. I could probably come up with another 20 things. Hell, I could probably take one topic and make it a whole show. So with that being said, let's start with number 20. Servers. Well, I know I could go into a whole episode about servers, but 3 things. 1, you don't know the menu yet. Know your menu. 2, you really don't care about your job. That one gets me. But the one that really I thought was kind of unique and really kind of chaps me is when you're at Expo, you've got 55 tickets across the rail, you're getting slammed, and the server comes up politely and says, "Hey chef, can you tell me how long it's going to be on table 242? And you look through all your tickets, and you're like, "I don't see a 242. And they go, "Oh, I'm sorry. It was actually 212. Are you freaking kidding me? I just wasted a minute and a half, 2 minutes looking for a table for you? And you don't even know your table number? You're killing me." Anyway, that's just number 20. 19, employee meal. You want to make somebody a food critic? Give them the employee meal. It's a free meal. Now, I know a lot of restaurants give you a discount and all that stuff, but when you make an employee meal, everybody lines up. How many times have you seen somebody go, this again? Or roll their eyes? Oh my God, if you don't want it, bring your own food. Just saying. Number 18. The cook who is late to his shift and then really doesn't try to make up for it during the shift. They don't do enough prep. They just sit there and like kind of take this slow meandering way of setting up everything. And then when the rush hits, you still don't get any action. But that same guy is at the end of the night when it's time to clean up, he's like running around and cleaning everything. You're like, where was that energy 2 hours ago? Drives me crazy because now you want to get home or get out. Anyway, 17, spelling, labeling, and dating. I'm going to tell you something right now. I want to say that there's like a general rule. If you can cook, you can't spell. I mean, for example, does anybody know how to spell zucchini? Or like the wrapping of 6 pans. This drives me crazy. Like you have 14 layers of wrap, and then there's holes inside from where you like put your hand through, but you're not going to take the plastic wrap off. You're just going to put another layer of the plastic over it. And there's like 40 layers of plastic. That's ridiculous. It drives me crazy. Take the time and wrap it properly. That one gets me fired up a little bit. 86ing items. There's 2 things that happen when you 86 something. First and foremost, how about when the line cook's on the line and you're slammed and he goes, "Hey chef, I'm out of the special." And you're like, "Out of the special? I have 6 on the board. You couldn't have told me that when I called them out 17 minutes ago?" Or you finally train the guy to give you a heads up in time. You tell the manager or you tell them to 86 a special, and as soon as you 86 a special, servers ring in 4 more specials. Ooh, happens all the time. Drives me nuts. Number 15, the know-it-all rookie from a culinary school. Listen, I get it. You're learning. I used to be one, so I can't really harp on this, but it does kind of chap me a little bit when you're telling me how you should be doing something and you've been cooking, 18 minutes. Keep your thoughts to yourself, learn from others, and then when you're in charge, you can do it your way, but not until then. Number 14. When somebody comes up and uses your station real quick to chop something or to use it where your cutting board is, and then they don't clean it. One time I had a chef, now listen, I don't have a problem with a chef using my knife, especially if it's his house and I'm working in it. But I had a chef take my knife and chop something directly on the prep table. I almost lost my job that day. That's all I'm saying. On the prep table. We have cutting boards. Crying out loud. Number 13. How about when your entire window is full of food and you're in the rush and you can't find one person to run anything. You have tons and tons of food. There's no runners, there's no servers, there's nobody to get it out of the window. Now rewind 14 minutes before that when all you had was one plate of food and 26 people standing there looking at you like, where's the food? You can't have one and the other. Ugh, every time. Drives me nuts. Number 12, the side towel that has holes in it. Like the beat up side towel when you're trying to pull something out of the oven and it's the only one that you can find next to the station. You grab it and it's just got holes in it. Why is it even in the kitchen? But that leads right to the one that really kind of just heaves me out. The nasty oven mitt. I know a lot of guys don't have oven mitts, but you've been in the kitchens where the oven mitts are on top of the oven, and then when you put your hand inside the glove, you feel this wet, moist type, slimy type of crust inside the glove. You don't know whose sweat that is. When I do it, I feel like I'm in that Flash Gordon scene from a movie back that most of you guys probably don't even remember. A guy has to put his arm in this green tree, and he's waiting for this thorn to stab him in his arm. That's why I don't have oven mitts in my kitchen. Just saying. Ugh, nasty. Plastic wrap. Oh my God. Don't even get me started on plastic wrap. You know, because this is usually what the box looks like, right? It's all jacked up. This is non-existent. You don't even know where the cutter is. That's completely gone. God forbid this actually lasts longer than 2 days. And then if you actually have plastic wrap, it's completely jacked. You know, when you do this, you can fix this. You don't have to walk away and leave it. I'm just saying, you could fix it. You could fix that. And if you actually take the time, you can fix this too. Number 9, tinfoil. Like, how many times have you come up to the tinfoil and it's completely smashed? And you're like, what the? Entire roll of tinfoil, completely trashed. You try to pull it off, and then you get like the little tiny piece, and then it does that. For crying out loud, take the time to fix it. And if you can't, get rid of it. And how come when you only need a plastic wrap or a tinfoil, those are the only two that you can find? God forbid. You know you're stingy with those damn plastic wraps when you actually have one that works. It's like the one that works and you have 20 that you don't. Anyway, that's number 10 and 9. Number 8, almost empty stuff. Are you serious? You can't take the last bag of chicken tenders out of the box that's in the freezer and discard the box? Is that too much work for you? Or how about scraping the rest of the mayonnaise out of the mayonnaise container and throwing it out? Why do I go in the cooler and I see like 3 or 4 containers that have almost nothing in them? Oh, it drives me crazy. That leads me right into the spice rack. Number 7, the spice rack. Can we not find the already open spice? Is that just like impossible? Like you go to the spice rack and you have like 14 open black peppers. You have like 9 cardamoms that are open. How much cardamom do you actually go through? I mean, it's pretty crazy. I mean, if we have, 26 open boxes of salt? I get it. We're all using it at different times. But still, waste not, want not. Number 6, not cleaning as you go. Very simple. Clean as you go. If you have time to lean, you got time to clean. You guys have all heard it. But how many times as a chef or you walked into a station that you're trying to help somebody and it looks like it has exploded everywhere? Now, I know you get busy, but when you're in the weeds and I come to help you and I spend 12 minutes trying to find where all your prep is because there's a mess everywhere, it's a little frustrating to say the least. And if you do clean it up, you get to find the trash cans. Number 5, trash cans. How come we can't empty a trash can? I mean, you guys build this inverted Jenga of stuff inside the trash can. There's 900 pounds already in the trash can. You can barely move it, but there's a mountain of stuff on top. And you're stingy anyway with the trash can when it's empty. You got it over there by your station. And then all of a sudden, it makes its way somewhere in the kitchen where nobody owns it, nobody knows about it, but there's a pile of trash. Are you kidding me? Take out the trash. House knives. This is number 4. Now, I know a lot of you guys probably bring knives into your place and you have your own knife kit, your own knife roll, all that stuff. But I supply some knives in most of my kitchens. What do you do with the house knives? This is a house knife. It looks like a World War II like relic. There's more chips in this. There's absolutely no tip on it anymore. And it looks like you chopped down a tree. I mean, I don't have any trees in my kitchen. Did you open a can with it? Don't treat house knives so bad, man. Look at that. I don't even know if you can see it, but it looks like it's a serrated knife, and it's not even supposed to be. Number 3, the walk-in cooler. Okay, I could probably make a whole episode about the walk-in cooler, but when you tell me you can't find a product in the cooler, I can't find the cucumbers, chef, we're out of cucumbers, and I walk into the cooler, and it's right there, that drives me crazy. But what really messes with me about the walk-in is when you're working and you know that you need something out of the walk-in cooler, you step inside the cooler, the door closes, and you have no idea while you're there. You're like, what the hell was I supposed to get? And then you have to like retrace your steps like some kind of amnesia patient where you go outside, go back to your station, you like try to re-chop something and rethink, oh, well, what was it I was looking for? And then you remember and you go back and get it. But it happens, what, 4 or 5 times a day? 7 times a week? Who knows? Number 2, know-it-alls from better places. It's not the chef, it's not the owner. It's some guy on the line that actually has like a better job from somewhere else. And he's working next to you and he's like, oh, I was better at that other place. I made more money at the other place. I liked it over there more. Have you ever just wanted to go, why don't you go back to the other place? You're ridiculous. You're here now. Either like it or don't. Make up your mind. But stop telling me how good it was at the other place. And number 1, this is no particular order, remember, but it's the half-ass cooks that really don't care, that don't have any desire or passion for their food. They make it, but they don't taste it. Now, I know you've made the dish 1,000 times and you know exactly what it's supposed to look like, exactly what it's supposed to taste like. But shouldn't you taste your food before it goes out? I'm just saying. Anyway, that's my top 20 for today. I know that there's more if I really had to think about it. I'd really probably could come up with another 40 right now. As always, I'm Chef JoJo, and this has been another episode of Shift Drink. You can take some time and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, or YouTube. And until next time, cheers.